So let's do an unboxing real quick. Let's get to it. Go, family. Yup, as you can see, it's the AT Aftertouch 61 key. I'm gonna put it right over here on this. It's heavy. Let's see. Cables. Let's record. So, yep. Quick start guide. I'm excited about this. I don't know, for me, when I go to workstations, Korg has always been my go-to, from the Triton, and then after that I had the Kronos. I sold it. I had a limited edition, the red one, which I should have kept. And after I sold it, I regret it. So when I got back to looking into keyboards, I wanted a keyboard that not only was a MIDI keyboard, but it was a workstation, because I love workstations because of the internal sounds and the function and capability of it. So I didn't just want to get a regular MIDI keyboard where I had to buy extra softwares and software, because that can get expensive too. And not only my workflow. So I think at the end of the day, you got to figure out what your workflow is. And I love to, again, use my MP. And I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna MIDI them up together. That way I can pull sounds from there, or I can play, still use the keys, you know, just integrate it and be more fluent. That's my workflow though. That's how I like to do it. I'm not really big on, and there's nothing wrong with programs or nothing like that. I'm just not big on. This is what I've always done. This is what I'm used to. So to each their own. It's always more than one way to get the job done. Light, camera, action, man. See how long it take to load up. See, it's loading up now. I'm excited about this. This thing, from what I understand, comes with over 2,000 sounds loaded in it. Manipulate, combine. You got aftertouch, polyphonic, which is great. I think the keys on here are semi-weighted. You don't hear a lot of clanking or anything like that, which is beautiful. I need 61 keys. That's more than enough for me. I am not a performing keyboardist, so that don't matter to me. I didn't need 88 keys. I'm not gonna be doing all that. Most of the time, I'm right in the middle of the keyboard anyway for what I do. I'm excited to what it's gonna bring to my production and the workflow. Right now, I think this keyboard is around 22. It's real solid. The other ones I've seen had like a wood panel. This one got kind of like a, let me show you this. It seemed like other ones had like a wood paneling. This guy's got like this, I don't know what you want to call it, but it's not wood on the side. It seemed to be built kind of different, you know what I'm saying? But it is heavy. It is heavy. So here we go. Look, check this out, y'all. So you go through here. Let's see, touch, hand touch, which I love. Oh You can change the dynamic range on here, some keys over here. You got reverb of that. You got a release. You got a velocity. You got a gate built onto this thing, which is awesome. You got your wah-wah over here. Yeah, it's like you can, all the functions seem to be right here on the top, man. So I'm gonna continue to mess with this thing, get into it, dive into it, figure out how to get to where I need to get to. Look like you gotta set this, which we showed at the beginning. You can do combination sounds on this thing, which is, I need to run a chord to this to start hearing the sounds. Yeah, you can change the parameters in here. You got EQ control. You got effects boards in here, sequencers here. Okay, there we go. Like every time I'm touching it, it's like. But yeah, I'm just running through some things. You got a sampling page on here, which is awesome. Sample edit. You can do more than one type of edit. I mean, man, like, I think this is gonna be fun to learn. Let's go into the programs. Oh, grand piano, all kind of concert piano. Man, look, I am excited about this. I'm just running through all kind of pianos that so far I'm over like this on pianos. I'm on 40 now. I'm still going through various type of pianos. Like, that is crazy. I didn't even know that many type of pianos exist in this world, man. But they're right here. You know what I'm saying? It's about 61. It's going down. Amps. This thing got built-in amps. So yeah, man, it is about to go down with this. I'm excited to have this Korg Nautilus. Like I say, for a long time, I've been wanted to get me another keyboard. I just didn't know which route I was gonna go or how I was gonna go about it. But I know they came out with a limited edition, the silver one like this too, the Aftertouch. So I didn't know which one. To me, it didn't really matter. I'm kind of glad they sent the black because it kind of goes with the rest of my studio, what's going on in here. Also, a quick update. I had bought the new Mac. Well, for me, it was a new Mac, the Studio Max 2 with 2 terabytes of RAM. And I have had no hiccups with it. I haven't had no problems with it. I'm running one of the latest versions of Pro Tools. That's what I run, that's my dog. But what I did end up doing is I went to this hard drive. I got 4 terabytes on that. The OWC. This is the Envoy Pro FX. Y'all can see that. I don't know. But anyway, I end up going with that. Because I was running these Samsungs, which I love. They're great jobs. Now I kind of use these to just kind of back up my sessions or whatever I'm doing. Or take them with me if I want to. But I could take that one too. But that was going to be more in the input, and this is like if I'm traveling, I got some sessions I could take these with. But what I was running into with these is, and not a lot. I think when I was doing sessions, for some reason they kept telling me like I wasn't having enough CPU. So I was going into my settings and my DAW and on my computer, and it was telling me I was running out of CPU, and I was like, that's impossible with this new Mac I got, because my sessions are nowhere that big. You know, it's not like I'm doing orchestrated sessions or anything like that. But anyway, what I come to realize is that the Samsung drives were maybe not as fast, and they were getting, you know, kind of having a minor issue communicating it. Sometimes, not all the time. You know, I can run full sessions and recording, but every now and then I was like, man, what is going on? So as I did the research, I come to realize that I needed a hard drive that could read and write faster. So that's why I ended up with that. I got that, and I got a Glyph 2 4 terabyte. Both of them, I didn't have no problem with. I ended up gifting the Glyph to a good friend of mine, Daryl Good, mix it with fella, you know what I'm saying? That's my boy, the Sonic Shop. He's a great mentor, a good friend of mine, and he's done a lot of work for me, a lot of teaching and things like that. So I gifted that to him, but those are my recommendations on hard drives so far of what I've went through. And I have had, since I got that drive, I haven't had no problems with it at all. The only minor thing I'm having is, I think sooner or later I'm gonna have to upgrade my interface, which right now I'm running the, if y'all can see the Apollo Silver right here. I'm running Apollo Silver. And the native side, it runs some of it. It's hungry on the DSP side, and it's not it's not because of the Mac. It's just that the chips in these interfaces. You definitely want to get the right Apollo if you want to run them DSP plugins, because them DSP plugins are very, very, very hungry. So I have to be careful with those DSP plugins. Most of the times I use them on my mix auxes or buses like that, because I don't. If I use, it seems like if I get past 5 or 6, then I start getting spin wheels on them DSP plugins. So I know eventually I'm gonna have to integrate my interface. I don't know if I'm gonna go back with UA or not, but I know I need the 16 outputs, and that's mostly because I run a hybrid system, and that's a preference you don't have to nowadays. Everybody's doing well in the box. I mostly do hybrid when it comes to my own stuff, which really primarily that's all I really work on. I'm not big on outsourcing and doing a lot for a lot of people. I'm kind of past that. To me, it's a little overwhelming at times dealing with personalities and different characters and stuff like that. I'm older, so my attention span is a little different, to be honest. I don't got the patience for it, so it ain't about the money with me. I love music. I do music because I just love to do music. I work hard, and this is what I love to do on my downtime. I really like to, this is my getaway, this is my escape, this is my stress reliever, this is my peace of mind, is being able to come up here in the lab and just work and be creative and feel free doing it, you know, feel stress-free doing it, you know. I do work with people occasionally, but thank God I can pick and choose that, and don't have to be committed to dealing with what I don't want to deal with. So yeah, that's about it right now. I think I caught y'all up on everything. It's been a minute since this. I'm not really big on doing videos and tour. And you know, I don't do this. If I do put these on YouTube, I don't do them because I'm trying to get 1 million views or nothing like that. It's just basic knowledge for everyday people like me that just love to do music and love to invest in themselves and just have fun doing it. But if there's anything that you see that I got that you want to know about, you can feel free to hit me up in the comments, and if I see it, I'll respond to it. But yeah, the Mac, I've been not having no problem. It's fast. I have no issues with it. The hard drives, like I say, the Glyph are really good, and those are the SSD drives. The write speed, I think, are like a 2800 or something like that, which is, I'm telling you, it makes a difference. It makes a difference when you're doing sessions real time and saving and backing up stuff. Man, it's like lightning, and it's different for me in my old box that I had. But yeah, that's about it in a nutshell. One thing I would like to mention though about buying gear is it seems to be a money grab in this industry is when you start investing in equipment. Dangerous Gear, if you're into outboard gear, I love their gear. I love that company. I really like them. And not only that, they have a trade-in program. And let me turn this down because I think this is really important when you're buying gear and you're looking into these companies. It's not just to buy it because everybody has it. I knew nobody that had Dangerous Gear. Matter of fact, I don't know nobody that owns, except for me and my partner, Goodfellow, that I mentioned before, you know. And once we dove into it, it was a no-brainer for me. But I love them because of the trade-in program they got. So once you get into and buying their gear, you know, especially the older gear, what I saw them do was say, hey, if you guys got this old gear, you guys can but you guys can trade in and we'll give you a value for your old gear too, and you can put that into purchase, you know, to upgrade. You know, I think a lot of these companies should do that, because what happens is we end up loving the equipment they got, but then once it's time to update for whatever reason, the capabilities, we lose it because of technology is just moving forward. So we're kind of stuck in building a graveyard with this equipment. And I think these companies, if you really value your consumer and the people that are loyal to, that you would offer a program like that. And I wish UA would do that. I wish Akaya would do that. You know, I wish they would say, hey, you guys holding on to this, because they could still use the chips. They could still upgrade. They could still use the components and the parts or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't be no loss to them. You know what I'm saying? But I think they should offer something like that to us, you know? So that's why I love Dangerous Gear. I don't know how UA is gonna move forward with their interfaces and their technology. I've been kind of waiting. This is 2024. We're in September now. So I'm trying to see what they're gonna do at the end of the year or the beginning of next year with their interfaces before I jump on. I don't know if I'm gonna go with RME or whoever. You know, I just don't know at this point. So yeah, that's a nutshell. That was kind of a rant thing, you know, but that's just how I feel about, you know, the music industry, man. I think a lot of these companies, they want our money, but they don't offer. Just like Akaya, man. Like I've been running MPCs for over 20 years, you know what I'm saying? And I bought that MPC-X and I spent $2,000 for it, you know what I'm saying? And they come out with a 61 key, and then all of a sudden they give them all the effects, all the, you know, everything, all the plugins, everything. And here I am spending more money than they did on the release on the key, but I still have to pay for all the plugins. And I don't think that's right. I think for the existing customers, you know, just like they give us these upgrades on the system, you know, I think they say, hey man, if you guys are running this system, we're gonna take care. We're gonna give you these. You know what I'm saying? Once you're spending, when you buying $2,000 on a piece of equipment, I think it's only right to be like, hey, let us take care of you guys. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It's not there. It's not there with them. Like, I don't think I guess they don't care. I guess they don't care. I think at the end of the day, you're either gonna buy it or you're not. But I think they should treat us a little better. But yeah, that's about it. I got the Korg Nautilus, the Aftertouch, the 61 key. I'm gonna MIDI that with the Kaya down the road. Once I get a little bit more familiar with it and start doing production with it, man, I'll come back and give you my feedback on that as well, man. Yeah, that's it, man. Till next time, man, holla at y'all.